Welcome everyone to our final bite-sized learning episode of the 2020-2021 school year. You made it. Congratulations. We know it's been a really challenging year, and for that reason, we wanted to provide some tips on how to have some smooth sailing into the summer to end this year on a positive note. So some tips on how to make this go well. First of all, have fun together. We recognize that for some students, you'll be chasing them to get those final pieces of evidence in to get them across that level 1 threshold, but still find ways to welcome them in to the learning and to the classroom by creating some opportunities to have fun. Share a memory. Reflect on the things that went well this year with your students. Create a memory. Create some sort of opportunity in your class that students will go, wow, that was a really awesome way to end my year. Keep it positive and stay inclusive. Be sure that whatever you're planning provides all students with access to and an invitation into the experience. So our first suggestion are virtual field trips. We can't go to the places that we might typically like to go at the end of a typical school year, but that doesn't mean we have to stay in our Google Meets in our typical classrooms. Many museums and destinations, both across Canada and around the world, are offering virtual tours this year. Aquariums, zoos, theme parks, you can even travel into space with your students virtually. So where might you like to travel with your students to mark the end of the year? If you open the slide deck, which you'll be provided the link with, you can click on those 2 links to find some ideas through Attractions Ontario and other places across Canada and across North America to visit. Another idea is to spend your last week of class having some virtual spirit days that are a little different from the typical ones you might know, because these are designed to be inclusive for all students. So you could have a kaleidoscope day where students are wearing as many colors as they can find, a backwards day, dress like an ice cream flavor day, a summer vibes day, come as you are day, wearing your comfiest clothes, or a Feelings Friday, where you ask students to dress the color of their mood. For students who aren't comfortable turning on their cameras, you could suggest that they change their avatar to reflect the theme day. And you could incorporate special music or images into your learning for the day that reflects whatever the theme of the day is. I'm now going to pass it over to Jill with some more ideas.
Another great idea is a class awards ceremony. A class awards ceremony is a way to honor all the students and to honor them beyond their academics, especially in this year, which was so challenging. We want to find ways to acknowledge our students and to see our students for who they are and how they've contributed to the classroom. There are loads of ways to do this. You could create a Bitmoji classroom. You could have an awards vote, let the students vote on awards to give one another. You could create a thank you video for your students from you, where you talk about the awesome things that they've done as a collective, as a group. You could do awards videos where you give the students different types of awards, or you could do it live in class. The key with an awards ceremony is to make sure all students are recognized and that they're recognized for what makes them unique. Some different award ideas: a fantastic friend, a super smile, class cheerleader, a creative thinker, master of math, an amazing artist, someone who's perfectly positive, classroom tech support, most improved in. There's lots of different things that we can recognize our students for. And when you get this slide deck, you'll see here this little template can be adjusted and edited for use of that. So you could give each student a certificate that, it could be of completion or success or growth. Lots of opportunities to show and recognize each and every student in our classroom. Another great idea that you can work with your students on is to create a class memory slide deck or video. Essentially, you can give the students a prompt, and the students can create images or create text around that prompt. And then you will collect those images or text and put them into a slideshow with all their responses. This gives everybody an opportunity to be part of the creation of that memory slide deck or video. If you create a short video, you could add music, you could add transitions and your own messages to them. You may even have a student with those tech abilities in the classroom who might want to take on putting it together into a video for you. For a prompt, we have lots of different opportunities to spark thinking and unity. We could use the prompt, describe your year in 3 words, or we could ask our students to describe what they're looking forward to, how they feel about our class. They could create a message for an incoming class, or maybe what message do they want to share with their peers. It's an opportunity for them to use their voice, to share their thinking, and to share their feelings. Another great idea to work together with your students, create a class playlist. What songs represent this year? What songs were popular this year? What songs did you listen to while you were doing work periods? Create that class playlist together. Put it into a slide deck with links to the songs, maybe include reasons why it was shared, and then listen to the songs together, or just give them a copy of the slide deck to walk away with so they have that list that they can think back and remember the class. This one's, I think, one of my favorites. You can have the students write a letter, and you can ask the students to write a letter to their future self. Topics could be what I learned this year, my goal for next year, what was the highlight of the year? And what they can do is in their Google email, they can schedule send it so that it arrives to themselves in September 2021. So they'll have a reminder of their goals or what they learned or their highlights. So that's a great way to do that. Or you could have them write a letter to next year's class with tips for success, things to look forward to, or advice. And you can collect those. You could even maybe give those to your class next year. Thank you for learning with us this year. Thank you for sharing with us. And we hope these ideas have sparked some new ideas for you. We would love for you to connect with us. Follow us on Twitter @Learn Bite Sized. Visit our webpage to find all of the videos we've created in the past year, or send us an email. We would love to hear from you. Send us your feedback. Send us your ideas for future videos. We hope to hear from you soon.